Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up my functional planner for week 33. So it's been a little crazy starting the new job and all, so you kind of see how I'm managing all that in here. It's like you guys get an in-depth look at my life. So anyhow, if you like functional planning systems, please consider subscribing. That's kind of what we do here. So here I am with my Hobonichi cousin planner and my work bullet journal, and I am going through my daily pages, which is where I kind of capture things that were, thrown at me to do or ideas I had, and they're in my inbox section of my daily page, and I'm just migrating them over to my next action list. And I know this is a little weird to have an inbox on your daily pages and also have a work bullet journal, but it's really just like you get calls or you get ideas and whatever's in front of you, I just write in. So I'm just trying to make my system work for me, which is what it's all about, right? So I'm just going through and migrating them over to my next action. And I'm still doing a lot of introduction meetings. I traveled last week, and I have to say I was really happy with the travel system I put together. So a couple tweaks, but I was really happy because the whole thing about travel is like you want to get into the airport and out of the airport as fast as possible. That's like the whole thing. But anyhow, I'm really excited about how that's coming together. And it's, my packing is what is quick. So here I'm actually pulling in the inbox items like ideas or notes that I've taken through my meetings that I had, and I'm migrating them all into my next action list. Again, it's just like one place for everything. It just helps me. And also this like weekly cadence of doing a weekly review really is so helpful to kind of keep on top of stuff. So I don't actually mind doing duplicate work here. Or like touching stuff twice because it's making me effective. So I really this is not where I want to skimp on productivity, right? So because this is kind of how I manage everything. So I'm just continuing to do this. So I really just wanted you guys to see that I do have multiple kind of places where I guess technically is an inbox because that's what works for me. I could be in a meeting. And this is funny because I love technology and it's something I leverage in work, but I don't like to share my screen and keep notes. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but so that's why I have this work bullet journal. And I'm going through my trigger list here, and this is helpful, to kind of just help me empty the brain. So I have a 3-factor emptying the brain approach, if you will. So if there's anything stuck in there, I'm sure it's never coming out. But anyway, that was corny. Just using some of my kits here. So this is the weekly adder. Just kind of felt like using it. And I'm trying to use up some of the oddball stuff in my shop because I'm going to be working on a shop update for September. So here I am doing my sidebar. My sidebar is really where I keep track of what I want to focus on for the week, the attentions. And these are also more granular from my monthly. So you'll see me flip over to my monthly pages because that's the goal. And then the weekly is the actual things that I have to do to accomplish the goal. So I'm going over to look at what my month is showing me and just adding stuff in. So you see, I started a new job. It was in Georgia last week, so it was fun. And now I'm just trying to figure out what week I'm in and what I'm trying to do for PlantheGrind. So all the goals and the milestones are on my monthly pages, and I'm just, migrating them down into my weekly pages. And so work, it's still just getting to know things, and know people and just understanding the flow of the company and where it is and all that kind of stuff. So my calendar is really just so full right now. And as I was doing this, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I get to a point where I'm really driving my own calendar because I'm not right now. It's, It's just obviously I'm starting a new job, so I'm just meeting people, and that's fine. But I am looking forward to being able to structure my week like I used to in my last job. And I know that will come. It's just kind of getting to that point. But I'm looking at my calendar, and I'm like, as I was doing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just like in meetings constantly. And this shouldn't be the norm for me. So you'll see like a lot of intro meetings, which is just like, hi, I'm Sarah, in that 30-second commercial. So actually that's going really well. That I'm so glad I did that stuff, and hoping to start my 30-day plan book today. I didn't get to really listen to it as much as I wanted to in my travels because I got the, hey, by the way, we have a training on this book, so if you haven't read it, can you read it by Wednesday? I'm like, oh, okay. So hopefully I could start that. And I'm doing my top 3, so my daily top 3, and I'm actually starting to incorporate doing this on my weekends as well, because I have the shop update that I'm working on, and I'm really trying to like drive getting stuff done. So I'm working on that, and I don't know, I just put these stickers in there because it's like a template and I have to fill it in. So that's why I like to do this. That's really why I like the whole sticker thing anyhow, because it's like a mental prompt for you to do something. So it's kind of like visual controls is what I would call it at work. But so the whole visual management thing. And now I am just kind of like checking out to see what day I'm in. So I did take the tip, Nancy, to renumber my days in, and I'm actually in days 15 through 21. I don't know what that means yet because I haven't read the book, but I know it means something. So I'm just renumbering the number of days that I am in for my job. So I'm in work 15 to 21, and I kind of love this countdown method. So I'm putting it in there for the weekly, like, hey, focus on week 15 to 21. So I'm doing that. And then I also am working on a countdown for how many days left to my shop relaunch, because I've been talking about it forever and I'm trying to hold myself accountable. So I have 16 days as of Monday to get all my stuff ready for my shop update. And now you guys know that I love this whole available hours thing. And last week, I actually started to put in like how many hours I have for the day. And this was funny because on Monday, I actually didn't plan on having any hours to like put in time for like extra things for me. But I was sitting in the hotel room and I was like, oh, let me do these couple things. I can do them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ahead of the game because I had 0 hours, but I was able to do 1 hour. So I felt like it was a small win and I'm going to take it. So, it's not about squeezing in as much as you could possibly do each day. That's not really what I'm about. It's like squeezing in the time to do the things you want to do each day. And that's really more what I think is productivity. Like, I don't want to sit here and just get stuck with all the have-tos, like, 'cause that's kind of ugh. And so it was like, I don't know, it made me like feel like I was in control of my schedule and I'm getting things done that I want to get done and working towards my goals. So, okay, I know it's really corny, but anyway, I loved it. The whole available hours thing, that's one of the big things that I'm just, loving. So I put that in there. And now I'm doing my daily pages, and I've been playing with some new, I call them moments that matter stickers, because they're the things that I want to manage to kind of keep track of myself, my core me, if you will. And I've been playing with some new designs. So I put them in on Monday and Tuesday. So you'll see them here. They're not in my shop. So I've been playing with them to see if I like them. And it's like the meal tracker, the email tracker, activities, just stuff like that I want to kind of set up my daily page with every day to keep it front and center in my mind. So you'll see those eventually. But yeah, setting up my weekly pages, my dailies, and yeah, there's nothing different about that really. Not a lot to future plan because I realized I'm just in like total meeting world. But yeah, so here are those pages, those new trackers that I'm playing with, but they're like, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what happens. I might have to tweak them. I want to live with them for a little bit. But they're close. it. And it's just a meal tracker. And I'm actually looking to track not only like, it's not the calories and what I eat, it's the quality of the food. That's really where I want to try to stay intentional about, like, is it processed or whole food? So there's like 2 sections where it's like, I don't know if it's low quality. I don't even know what to call it. That was another thing that's kind of holding me up on this. It's like low quality to high quality. So low quality would be processed, and then high quality would be whole foods. So I hope I'm not offending anyone there. I don't know, but it's more in my head. So thanks for watching, everyone, and check out these videos, and yeah, take care. Bye.